If you've ever wanted to get better results in business or in life, you have to master becoming your authentic self. Because when you are aligned, then you get a lot of energy for everything that you're doing. And today we have one expert, and her name is Minnie Abdullah. And she's going to talk about how energetic alignment can lead towards you becoming your authentic self and you daring to show up as your authentic self in multiple areas of your life. So, Minnie, please tell us what is the process for becoming our true self and daring to show that everywhere?
Sure. As a numerologist and an energetic alignment coach, what I've noticed is that people's energies shift midlife. So it goes from planning and doing into wanting to be more of your authentic self. So it just naturally goes into that. And people think it's a midlife crisis. But what I've discovered after seeing numerous clients around the world is that it's a midlife reset. So it's resetting your energy back to who you truly are. And it just kind of naturally progresses that way. And so it can go across all areas of your life, and it can also obviously go into your business as well. So evolving with your authentic self, with your business, so that you're more aligned as a heart-centered, soul-inspired entrepreneur. So getting in touch with the authentic self is just tuning into, what's really in your heart, who you truly are in your heart. And it's giving yourself permission to just be without the fear, without the judgment, just doing things your own unique way, honoring your energy, honoring your vibration, and that clients will naturally be attracted to your energy. So regardless of your modality or what you do or how you do it, they'll be just naturally drawn to your gorgeous energy that you have. And so that's what's creating the alignment. The other piece is the energetic boundaries. So knowing what is your sacred yes and your sacred no as well, and just staying in tune and honoring that, knowing if it feels heavy or light, are you picking up client's energy or somebody else's energy? Do you want to pick it up? Do you want to put it down? Having that discernment so that you're staying in your own energetic vibration, in your own lane, so that you can be empowered in your business. And then also bringing that love into yourself. That's so important, allowing yourself to feel that love for yourself first, and then being able to have that love for the business, and then love for the clients, and then just allowing that to just easily, effortlessly just flow out into what you do.
Thank you. And what kind of process do we need to follow in order to get there?
Well, there's many different processes you can follow. So I use bespoke journeys. So it depends on the actual client, what their particular situation is. But, we can go into more of the future self and what she looks like and how she is, what's her characteristics of that, and then embodying that and then bringing it back into the now and just, going into creating that energy for the authentic self, and also creating that energy in your business. Another way we can do it too is using your energetic blueprint or your numerology chart, looking at, your soul's purpose, who you've come here to be, your true identity, and also the energy of your business. So we're aligning your business energy with your personal energy as well. So then both of them are in harmony and in alignment, if that makes sense.
Yes, thank you. And what about a small step? Is there any small step we can use in order to kind of start?
So yeah, you can start to just feeling into, what would it be like if I was my true authentic self in my business, and describing it. Because when you write it out, when you describe it, or even if you record it, you're shining the light of consciousness on it. And when you shine the light of consciousness on it, it just naturally expands and enhances that energy. And if you can go into that energy every morning or every evening to just create more and more of it, then, it becomes more easy for you. It becomes more effortless for you. And then before too long, you just go into it naturally.
Ah, very good. And then what kind of other steps can we take that are small steps that can lead us towards becoming our authentic self? If we were to not have access to you, for example, if we were to just try to do this on our own.
Yeah, you could write down, get a piece of paper and just put on one side, what is filling me up, and then what is draining me, in my business. And then seeing, where is my zone of brilliance? Where am I in my genius zone? And going more into that energy and choosing more of those activities that fill you up in your business so that you can be more aligned and more authentic.
Oh, very interesting. I actually have some notebooks that are books of lists. So, for example, lists of things that I like, or lists of things that that kind of light me up, or And so, do you recommend having this kind of list of things that we like to do, to fill us up, and other lists of things that don't work so much? And then based on that, try to integrate some of those things into our calendar. Is that what it is that we have to do?
Yes, yes. And the other tip I would also give you is remembering a time when you were really filled up, remembering a time when you were your authentic self. What were you doing? What did you see? What did you hear? What did you feel? Even what you thought. And if you can go into that memory, you're starting to shift the energy anyway, because your mind and body are interconnected and you'll automatically go into that. Another way is, if you want to connect more with your authentic self, remembering who you are, even if you just hold a particular posture, can shift you into more of that energy of the authentic self. And knowing when you have shifted out of being your authentic self, it's not a matter of staying permanently in the authentic self. It's how quickly you can come back to the authentic self. And another tip is what I call the triple A's, like the AAA batteries. Hopefully everyone has them around the world. So the first step is, having that acceptance of where you're at. Where am I at right now with my energy? Where am I at? Am I, being my authentic self? And then having that awareness of it, and then taking action. Do I want to stay in this energetic state? Do I want to stay aligned? Or am I going to go and do something else? And then shifting into that different energy, choosing something else to do, perhaps from your list of what's filled you up, perhaps from that memory, and then going and doing that, even just shifting your body, looking up, just smiling instead of looking down, can shift our energy and our alignment.
Thank you. And how can we go from our regular life that kind of triggers us in different ways, right? There are, let's say you go to work or you go home, and there are certain things that trigger you. And I think when things trigger you, kind of get angry or depressed or sad, or different things. And then when you're in that state, I find that it's quite hard to think of the things that you really like to do, and the passions and the things that used to really light you up. So how do you go from that state of, let's say, anger or being triggered in some way, to a state where you are inspired to take the right steps?
Mm-hmm. So the mind likes facts. And so having that list of what fills you up that you can actually refer to when you're in that state can help. So then you can choose something from your list. So, putting on your favorite song, or, putting on a favorite fragrance, or lighting a candle or any of those small things, when you can actually just see your list and see the facts and then choosing something from that, because then your mind can't refute the facts of what's there, is one way to do that.
Ah, very interesting. Okay, so let's say if people were to work with you, what process would they go through in order to kind of reach that energetic alignment and be more themselves?
Yeah, sure. So the first thing we do is we look at your energetic blueprint. We look at, what are the patterns and programs that are keeping you stuck energetically. So this is kind of karmic lessons or life lessons. We're also looking at what is your true heart's desire for inner fulfillment. What are your gorgeous natural skills and abilities and attributes that you already have? Who have you come here to be? What is the divine timing for you to do particular things to reach your goals? How to navigate some of the challenges with the energy as well. Then I look at your business energy. So, what is the energetic impression that you're leaving on your clients, even with branding, and even the energetic mission of your business, looking at that. What is the energy for you to be working in your business? I've had some clients, with the energy that it's very, very hard work. So then we need to be able to shift that so it's easy for them and flowing. So we look at those bits of your energetic blueprint, and then we start to uncover, who is this authentic self with you? What is your, alignment in various levels? So whether that's skills, capabilities, what are your beliefs? Where are you when all these things are happening? Who are you at the core? And then we start to release anything that isn't of service to you. Then we create this, really beautiful vision of how you would like things to be in your end state. And then stepping in and embodying the authentic self and creating that energetic alignment. And usually what I find is there is alignment somewhere in people's lives. So we discover your success strategy in that particular area, and we unpick it, and then we map it across to where you need it in your life. It's almost like a lift and a shift and placing down, and then we embody it into the body, so that it's there and available for you. And that's pretty much the process that we go through. And sometimes it can shift and change depending on what you need, depending on what comes up. So it's bespoke for you. That's what's here for you.
Thank you. I'm really curious about, is there any particular step we can use by ourselves in terms of the numerology for our business or the energetics of our business? How can we understand that? Let's say if we were to use a step by ourselves, is there anything that you can give us that is a tip we can use by ourselves?
Sure. So this year's universal energy. So the universal energy is, pardon me, the energy affecting all sentient beings. And so the energy for this year for everyone is that of, spirituality. It's also of health. So when we're writing content and copy, when we're creating our gorgeous offers, that is the energy that potential clients may be coming to us and seeking our help and guidance and support for, is that kind of energy. Also of personal development and spiritual growth. So anything in those types of areas, you can create the content and copy for this universal year. And so when we move into the next universal year, so from the 1st of January, we are then going into an abundance year, balancing the physical and the spiritual. So more of creating that manifestation. How are you grounding down the manifestation into your business? So that is a bit of a, 12 to 18 month runway of the universal energy and how we can use it in our business, what clients may be seeking from us, what we could potentially offer to support them in their journey as well. And it's also looking at, for this year in particular, with the 7-year, is the information, what are the gaps in your business that you might need to fill in terms of the administration, in terms of filing, what gaps do you have in your knowledge? that you want to, go further into. Perhaps there's a new modality that you want to go into as well. So it's all about broadening and or going deeper into those modalities to share, those beautiful offers that you have.
Thank you. So give me an example how this would apply for my business. Let's say I do publishing, okay, book publishing. So how can I apply this information that you gave me?
So with the universal year energy for publishing is, what do people want to learn about publishing? What do they need to know to help them to get to the next step? It's all about sharing them information, Lily, educating them and finding out what their gaps are, and then for you to be able to fill it so that they can reach, their pinnacle of growth of whatever that is for them with the publishing in the business.
Okay.
And then marketing towards that as well, with the spiritual growth and then the publishing growth as well.
Okay, thank you so much. So for anyone wanting to contact Minnie, all you have to do is click on one of the links that are below this video. And if you don't see a link, then perhaps I will have tagged Minnie as well in some social media. So stay tuned and reach out to Minnie for getting to energetic alignment and showing up as your authentic self everywhere.